begin our team coverage in Washington. Kevin Frey, live outside of the White House. Good evening, Kevin.
Yeah, good evening, Cheryl. This was a very emphatic speech from the president, defending democracy both domestically and abroad, making the case for additional financial investments to help both Israel and also Ukraine, grouping them together in this fight against tyranny, against terrorism, and at the same time pleading for an end to anti-Semitism and Islamophobia and hate writ large here at home. With crises raging overseas, President Joe Biden addressed the nation from behind the Resolute desk for just the second time to make the case for backing allies abroad.
History has taught us that when terrorists don't pay a price for their terror, when dictators don't pay a price for their aggression, they cause more chaos and death and more destruction. They keep going, and the cost and the threats to America and the world keep rising.
His speech comes just one day after he visited Israel, meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and victims of the Hamas attack, and pledging U.S. support. Then on Thursday, he spoke with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, his nation now in its second year of war.
Hamas and Putin represent different threats, but they share this in common. They both want to completely annihilate a neighboring democracy, completely annihilate it.
Thursday's primetime speech was in part designed to build momentum for a proposed aid package of about $100 billion that the White House will deliver to Congress Friday. Most of the money and resources for Israel and Ukraine, plus help for Taiwan and new security for the U.S. border with Mexico. Biden said helping Israel and Ukraine now is vital for America's national security by sending a message to would-be aggressors around the world.
It's a smart investment that's going to pay dividends for American security for generations.
Biden's funding request would have to be passed by Congress, but the House remains in a state of chaos. Republicans unable to coalesce around a speaker to get legislation moving.
Obviously for Israel, I think that we need to look at it and be able to measure it, but I also think we need a speaker.
His speech also struck a personal note, pleading with the American public to mend divides at home, denouncing anti-Semitism and Islamophobia.
To all you hurting, those of you hurting, I want you to know I see you. You belong. And I want to say this to you. You're all America.
And now, Charles, circling back to that aid package, it's worth noting that there will be hurdles to getting this through Congress. If you remember, there was a push to include Ukraine aid as part of the bill to keep the government open just a few weeks back. Ultimately, it was not included. As for where things stand in the House right now, they are expected to come back to potentially have another vote starting around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. But whether or not Jim Jordan will be able to round up the support that he needs remains to be seen. Cheryl?
Kevin Frey leading us off from the White House tonight. Kevin, thank you.